Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Hmm. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday night and Saturday morning. We're going to get into the doing here in one moment. Good. Alrighty. Good. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Slane. Hi. You guys are having a wonderful evening? We're going to get into the doing here, guys, in one moment. Good? Alrighty. Let's get into things here, guys. Good, good, good. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Got stuff and things going on in real life right now, so that's what I am up to. But hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far. Stuff and things and stuff. Working on some cooling. Also working on soundproofing right now, too. Keep everyone happy, so yeah. See what's going on in the tubes tonight here, guys, before we get into things. Good evening, Orange Leather. Oh my god. Let's see, we might just take a look at Travel Geek. After Hours is a podcast, don't care. Jack Frakes is clickbait. He's like fucking lyric YouTube, don't care. As I mentioned before, guys, just in case, I'm going to keep reiterating this in case you just tuned in. I'm probably going to do this at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I will be streaming to other platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Kick all at the same time, but I can't stream to Twitch. And I'll make sure I'll leave a note on Twitch. I'll leave it on my Twitter, so you guys will know where I am at. However, I'm considering doing that for it's probably going to last maybe about a month. I'm going to probably do it for about a month to see what happens, and after that point, maybe come back to Twitch or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. Just to see where things go, because Twitch is very difficult to grow on, so yeah. Crypto mining is very noisy, yes. There's some things you can do to help reduce the noise, but it generates heat, and you have to get rid of the heat, so pretty straightforward. So how do you move heat from one area to another without breaking the bank too? There's a lot of exotic things you can do. It's pretty cool. It's like immersion cooling is what it's called, which is basically, imagine running liquid, mineral oil being the one you don't want to use, but mineral oil being the most basic example of it. You put it in a mineral oil, it's non-conductive, so it won't short out the miner, and then it moves heat from inside the miner into the liquid, and then you can transfer it using a heat exchanger, like a plate heat exchanger or something, and then you can put it into a dry cooler or a wet cooler, which is a cooling tower. If you ever see nuclear reactors, that's a cooling tower. For instance, the giant one of those things, yeah. Obviously, I don't have a nuclear reactor cooling tower, but you get the idea. Different things can do different stuff, so it's actually pretty cool. I'd do immersion cooling if I had an unlimited budget, but I don't. Messy, yeah, it's also would be, that's what, I haven't done immersion cooling, and I'm trying to stay away from it, but it definitely has some advantages, meaning that it moves the noise from point A to point B. One of the problems with miners is they're very noisy. It's the little tiny screechy fans. They're super fucking loud. But yeah, the tiny little screechers, and it turns tiny little screechers into one big fan, which big fans, just make a really low hum sound. And they can move very slow and be very inaudible. Obviously, the bigger you get, it's like almost exponential in terms of the amount of airflow. So like you have a 6-inch pipe, and then you go from a 6-inch to 12-inch. It's almost like, it's not even like 2 times. It's something like 20 times the amount of airflow. Because you go from like something like this 6-inch like this to like a 12-inch. That's what she said. And it's girthy. The air it moves is girthy. And it scales exponentially. It's like one of those things. But yeah, that's one of the things I kind of dread is, obviously, if you've ever messed with mineral oil, it's very messy. I really don't, I don't want to deal with that, but at the same time, it's kind of, yeah. Peltier coolers, I mean, that's really no different than refrigerant. You can just cool a room with an AC unit, but that's extremely expensive from, you're not supposed, and you are not in the business of spending more money to cool miners. That's where you don't want to be, is just doing the same thing that you should be doing regardless. Yeah, Peltier is basically, it's not the same thing as an AC unit, but does very similar things, and you expend energy to do it. So, yeah, I don't know, it's cool stuff. But at the same time, you just presented with some interesting problems you have to work through. And one of the things I'm working on right now is noise reduction, just in different ways, it's basically like noise reduction is kind of like an art form. There's a bunch of different conflicting answers. Just, hey, put up some of this acoustic foam, and, it'll fix everything. And it basically comes down to noise. Noise is like, Like, so your voice, any sound you make, it's basically like having a straight shot. And the moment it takes an angle, it reduces the volume quite a bit. And if you do like a bunch of angles, like a tube or something, it exponentially reduces the sound. And especially if you pad the angles. So if you have like a box like this, for instance, there it goes like this, then takes a right, then goes like that, takes to the left, and then goes out. Yeah, so it'd be like right, left, left, right, and then it'd go out. And then you put acoustic foam on there, it reduces the sound quite a bit. But obviously reduces your airflow too. Reduces electricity, but it's silent. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, it's an in-between between doing something really expensive and something, it's just nothing, I guess. So. Interesting stuff. What do we got going on here? The Barbie movie trailer. Oh my god, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Barbie trailer, guys. Apparently people are replying to a comment I made.
Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure.
She doesn't even look like Barbie. The fuck is this besides her being blonde?
Party with all the Barbies and plan choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
I guess they had to stay away from unrealistic expectations of what Barbie should look like.
So is tomorrow and every day from now till forever.
Just another blonde chick.
When my heart breaks,
Some things have been happening that might be related.
when my world shakes,
Cold shower, falling off my roof, and my heels are on the ground. What do I have to do?
You have to go.
Oh.
Real world.
You can go back to
If this actually turned into a horror movie, this would have been fantastic. Like the Pooh movie, this would have been fantastic. I thought it was going that way. I was like, holy shit, is this actually going to be a good movie? No, it's not.
your regular life.
I thought it was going to be a horror movie.
About the
That would have been great.
The choice is now yours.
The first one, the high heel.
You have to want to know. Okay? Do it again.
I'm coming with you.
Okay.
Wow, this is the real
Kind of
world.
genitals? Probably not.
What's going on? Why are these men looking at me?
Yeah, they're also staring at me.
Barbie in the real world. That's impossible.
If this got out, this could mean extremely weird things for our world. This would be catastrophic!
We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old. Oh.
I'll play with Barbie. Yeah.
Back in a box.
Grown Barbie, that is. Do you think all Barbies are grown?
Humans only have one ending.
Get that Barbie!
Ideas live forever.
Oh, am I going to get DMCA'd for that? Uh-oh. Oh, no. I didn't even think of the music that's playing in the background. Like, you can say whatever you want. It literally doesn't even matter. The algorithm just catches you and it says, fuck you.
Oh, I won't let you do just one appendectomy,
But I'm a man.
but not a doctor.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
And I need a clicky pen?
No.
A sharp thing?
No.
There he is. Doctor!
Somebody get security.
Oh, look, Ken's being sexist. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Ah, men are all misogynistic pigs, especially Ken, because he's the opposite of Barbie, and Barbie's... No, she's not. Wait, what? Where is this going? Why is Ken a misogynist? Huh.
Is Barbie if you still in doubt?
See. Well... I used to blow up my sister's Barbie with fireworks. At least you did that instead of animals. And don't tell me if you did animals. Good. Killing like small animals, like when you're a kid, is usually a sign that someone's a psychopath, mind you. Like people that like torture stuff. Yeah. That's like one of the signs of someone being a psychopath. Yeah, phase drama still going on. There's like one guy at phase that got pissed off at the direction that they're taking things. Yeah, Barbie, that movie almost got me. Like, holy shit, is this gonna turn into a horror? Nope. Some sort of weird, I don't know, weird romance comedy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not really just the killing animals either. It's the torture aspect, where people don't like. It's like the reason that it's particularly like killing animals is lack of empathy is what it comes down to. So like when ASPD or antisocial personality disorder, I don't know if it's still called that. It might be changed. Psychiatrists love changing shit like every fucking year. So ASPD, so psychopaths, sociopaths, kind of loosely associated to psychopaths. Psychopathy usually involves like the lack of empathy or the lack of ability to feel for other things. So if you don't, like it's just kind of like crude, like Dexter shit where you don't really understand why they feel the things that they do, and then you try to take them apart to figure out why. Yeah. Interesting. There's always some interesting stuff in psychology. Found a human body in a lake once. Cool. Hope you reported it. Let's take a look at a Travel Geek, since there's not a lot going on in the films tonight. $245, most expensive high-speed travel from Tokyo to Osaka. Oh my god, he blew the bank on this one, guys. It's gonna give him all the big money. All the bitches. Totally. Travel Geek hanging out with his bitches. Apparently, Tokyo has red light districts. I didn't know that. I don't think they're... Maybe it has is prostitution legal in Japan? It's usually... In most first world countries, it's usually legal. In some, it's actually regulated, meaning they have... unions. Let's see. Is prostitution legal in Japan? Legal in Japan. Prostitution is illegal in Japan. However, because of its definition by the law, all kinds of sexual intercourse-like acts are legal, and also there's no penalty on those involved. In 2022, the number of businesses operating in the Japanese sex industry amounted to approximately 32,900. While prostitution is officially illegal in Japan, the domestic adult entertainment industry took advantage of the legal loopholes to work around this ban. Yeah. Yeah, most civilized countries, prostitution is actually legal because people want to pay money for something. It's consensual. Yeah, as it turns out, women can do what they want with their body. That includes fucking people for money. So, and guys in that case, but there's, if you look, like the standards, guys, for a male prostitute is not the same thing for a female prostitute. Male prostitutes are like, you are talking like, absolute pinnacle of masculinity, I guess, or whatever kind of guy you're looking into. Usually gay. As far as, not like the guy who's the prostitute, but usually male prostitutes are used by gay men rather than by women, which is also interesting because apparently women can get sex whenever they want. Surprise. Or maybe not so surprised. Ooh. They have a call girl service? I wonder if prostitution is legal in Canada. It's kind of weird. So I was in Switzerland for a prolonged period of time. They technically have legal prostitution there, and I think they also have unions, but there was absolutely nothing on it. Like, it was not apparent in any way, shape, or form. I'm not exactly sure how they managed to do that. Not a prolonged period. I mean, I guess I was. I was probably in Switzerland. I was in Europe for probably a month and a half over 2 different trips. And probably half of that was in Switzerland, so I guess a decent amount of time. Like 3 weeks in Switzerland. Ooh, they're respecting the privacy of their clients. So you recorded the audio? But no video. An apple. Travel geek. Yeah. I mean, he said he can't film, so. I paid an extra $122 for the Shinkansen Grand Class. Oh my god. Blew the bank. Two and a half hours. Elite cleaning staff. I was on Amtrak, and it was pretty clear they were kind of shorthand at one point there. Oh, buddy, some of the bathrooms. Not that all my trips on Amtrak were like that, but they definitely, yeah. I mean, Amtrak has had better years. So, yeah. That being said, I would still recommend Amtrak. It is a very scenic tour, and I consider it part of your trip. I would not consider it a mode of transportation, because you can sometimes get delayed for prolonged periods of time. But actually very cool, and a little bit different than this. I spent, I went out, I did a couple different trips. I went to New Orleans, I went to Colorado multiple times, I went to Nevada. Is it Nevada? Lake Tahoe. I think it's in Nevada. Went to Whitefish. Very cool. Highly recommend. You spend a lot of time. You sleep on the train too. I think it's like two and a half days. And by the time you finally reach your destination, you're fine with getting off. But it allows you so much more freedom just to walk around, stare at the scenery, get food, talk. I mean, you can talk in a car, but oh. Have a water. Oh my god, a really expensive water. Something. Oh, he has a suit on. Oh my god, he's trying to fit in. Look at this shit. That definitely looks like a suit to me. Mind you, Travel Geek's just like a random guy that just walks around and does random stuff in Japan. You never see him, almost never see him, and he doesn't talk. Premium water. It's even better than normal water. Hopefully it doesn't have any PFAs in it. That's a new thing, mind you. FDA is starting to regulate that. EPA and FDA is actually starting to regulate PFAs, and definitely something you don't want in your water supply. So, yeah. The moment I started hearing about that shit, and I had problems with my water, I was on bottled water for probably about 2 years, a year and a half, before I finally got a reverse osmosis filter. And after that, I was basically done with even city water. Like, I just don't trust... I don't want to sound like that you know, Uncle Crackpot here, but I don't trust the even... like the city water. Momentarily, sure, but if I'm drinking it all the time, I drink a shitload of water, guys. Like, you'll see me use this bottle, but I just literally just reuse the bottle until it, like, for a couple weeks. It's kind of weird that they're in, like, the best class and they have a crying kid. What? Paid extra money to get a crying kid. Oh, no. Lobby. Could be sick, too. You have no idea. There's a movement starting for airplanes where there's a section without kids in it. Like, kids aren't allowed. Which I don't blame them, to be perfectly honest. Ah! And some people are asking for childless air flights, too. Like, the whole plane. Because if you have a kid that has, like, an ear infection, oh, God, I mean... like, there's just no way you're going to calm that kid down in any way, shape, or form. Ear infection, obviously, their ear canal gets plugged, and then if you've ever been on an airplane with an ear infection or after you've been sick, that's not fun because your ears won't pop properly. So, literally, it's just constant pain in your head, and there's almost nothing you can do about it. Ah! Oh! Sleep away your 2 hours and 30 minutes at $245. Gets his own window. Oh, he gets a meal too? Oh my god. I mean, that's more than likely someone else's red wine that's rebranded, but, you know. Woo! Space Marine 2 trailer, Mass Effect 5 trailer. No, we will take a look at that after the video, Craig. Thank you for the heads up. I did not see either of those. Where are they? Was there a convention going on recently or something? Mass Effect 5. Well, technically, because Andromeda wasn't a bad game. People just didn't like it because it wasn't like the other 3 games. It was an open world kind of random side character sort of ordeal. I thought it was pretty good. We played about 100 hours of it on stream, 120 hours, I think. Maybe 140. I did like everything. I almost 100% of the game. It was pretty good. I mean, do you even watch we play Overwatch, Slain? You can't say that. That being said, as I mentioned, we will be playing Riftbreaker on the 29th. So in 2 days, I think, is when it releases. We will be playing the new expansion and probably doing some hardcore survival. And that usually takes me a couple days. It's been a while since we did a single-player playthrough. New DLC. Is it? No. I guess it's not on the page because it's not released yet. Riftbreaker's a lot of fun, though. Kind of disappointed because we got stuck last time doing a 2,000% run and, like, it ground to a halt. The dark. It always kind of blows my mind that Steam is like a... Q2 2023. It doesn't have a date anymore. They said, I think it was 29th. It was the 29th. Monday? God, he's explaining the bathrooms and we're missing it. Guess Monday? Sony had a showcase. Yeah. I mean, E3 isn't really happening, so my guess is a lot of the content that was originally going to be released for E3 is now going to be released at other conventions. PAX, Sony, I think Microsoft has one. Everyone's just going to pick and choose what convention they release at based on their schedule. So, yeah. And the Sony showcase is what it's from. But yeah, Andromeda wasn't bad. Let's see. How do you go back to the main library page? Phantom Pain lore. Probably getting ready. They had a beta patch, or a beta, which I'm not going to play. Because that's like opening your gifts early, and I'm just going to play the experience, so. Riftbreaker, a lot of fun if you like Last Stands or Horde-based games. Very cool game. Take a look at the trailers after the end of this, so. I played Space Marine. I don't know if I did it on Steam. I don't know how, or on stream. I don't know how old that game is. Handicap stall? Perfect. Perfect for the mile-long club, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's the way it is. I've had that same conversation with my friends in my 20s. As you don't enjoy games anymore. It usually involves, sometimes you just move on with your life. It usually involves finding something you enjoy, though. And if it revolves around you getting the same level of dopamine and serotonin from when you were like 12, that's not going to happen again. You have to find things that you enjoy in life. It's the same thing with new experiences. New experiences are always interesting and new. They just happen less and less the older you get, so. Good evening, Licks. Ooh, round things. Price if you order many. But yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is getting older. You probably don't realize it's going to happen until your late 20s and early 30s. And it's pretty much the same thing for everyone, so. Like I said, I find a lot of enjoyment, like when I was playing Overwatch, I find a lot of enjoyment in self-improvement, so pretty much any game can be enjoyable, depending on what it is. If you just, enjoy messing around with mechanics, assuming it has decent mechanics, mess around with mechanics, even if the story's not good. Beef links? Yep. I'll probably play GTA 6. That's going to be a ways out. That's like Starfield, whenever that's going to come out. Star World or whatever. New Bethesda game. Whenever that happens. It's kind of, hey, look, they announced it, and I just don't remember when it's going to happen until it happens. I don't care about it until it happens. I'll play it. I played GTA 5 on stream. It was pretty good. Not everyone's into that shit. Like I said, there's a reason that I don't just do multiplayer games. It's It's a very, very select group of people that are willing to watch you just play whatever. Ooh, select chocolate. That being said, they could feed him like the entire train car and still his ticket would be worth as much as he paid. Woohoo! Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with like WoW. It's like if you get into GTA RP, they only want to watch you play GTA RP. I don't want to be a GTA RPer. I want to play games. GTA RP isn't a game. It's like acting. And I probably would. I contemplated doing it one time. That's where I was telling other people to do it. That's probably about 4 years ago when GTA RP took off. It's one of the ways you can actually grow your channel on Twitch. But that being said, they only want to watch you RP, and you're just stuck. So, like WoW Camila only want to watch his WoW. That's it. Yeah, when you become a millionaire, Travel Geek taking off. Ooh. Ah, so that was half the train. I mean, in the US, you'd be thinking body positivity, but in Japan, it's sumo, so. And arguably, sumo wrestlers are actually very, very athletic. They have to be, otherwise they die, so. And of course, it raises hell with their bodies. But yeah, I thought about GTA RP. I actually made up a couple different, couple different personas, I guess you could say. Made like 3 of them. One was a psychiatrist, which someone else eventually did. Not in the same way I was going to do it, though. Another was going to be a preacher. Which I was going to use to start, basically, sex, I guess you could say. Everyone loves crazy cults. Which probably, all this stuff has probably been done. That was basically when GTRP took off on Twitch, like in 2019, I think it was. 2020. It's prior to COVID. That'll happen. Sometimes you just get RNG unlucky. Yep. And here, schools are bad for having required outfits. Ah. Even in Japan, they don't know, guys. The golden poop. For the longest time, I had an issue with my laptop where my mouse pad stops happening, which I found out was a grounding issue. Oh, you can turn it off and on. That is so fucking helpful. I just sit here for like half the time just fucking around with it, unable to move my mouse. Ah. Uh-huh. Think that's true?
Welcome. Please select a
Oh, it is. Ladies' seats. Female bus passengers often decline to use night buses because of male environment. They don't like to sleep or nap in bus while male passengers look at ladies' faces. So those buses put curtains on to keep privacy. It results of sexual segregation in some societies, but also result from attempts to reduce sexual harassment and assault, such as groping. Groping in crowded trains has been a problem in Japan, according to the National Police Agency and Ministry of Justice. The number of reported indecent assault in subway carriages in nationwide Japan between 2005 and 2014 ranges from 283 to 497 cases per year. That's like almost non-existent. There's a Wikipedia article on this. So, almost there's a lot of people in Japan, almost non-existent, but they still offer services catering to that. Probably just to make women feel safer, or, I don't know, more private. Probably depends on whether or not, you know, the money's there, right? You're not going to have empty seats if people are, you know, going to fill them, but they can't. Women-only cars have received positive reactions from some men and some women. Women cited safety from gropers as well as not having to tolerate various smells. So, there's an extremely small incidence of groping, and they're more likely to use the service because of smells. Oh. I mean, pretty much everyone knows what that tastes. I take that back. So, foods in other nations taste different, and the reason for that is they have, there's a word for it, or a term for it, but basically their formulas, their product is nationalized. It's made for a specific niche market depending on the palate, because they find out that it sells more. So you can go to different places, like as in Europe, and you have a can of Coke, and you find out that it's not nearly as acidic, or like there's a lot. It's almost like half the amount of sugar in it, and it actually tastes better. It's fizzier. It's more refreshing. And in my personal opinion, like, soda in EU is just better than the US. It's, you know, like, you're still buying the same stuff, relatively speaking, but it tastes better because it's just the formula is different. When I came back to the US and had a US soda, I remember it just being super fucking heavy as a drink a can of Mountain Dew. But there isn't. I don't think there's even a half. I don't even think there's a half sugar soda in the US. Like, there's half sugar Gatorade, right? But, like, as far as soda goes, there isn't really a version of that. There's the throwback sodas, which are like Mountain Dew cane sugar, right? Which isn't beet sugar, actually, which isn't super terrible. But, like, I haven't seen a soda that's just, like, tastes good and then is less caffeine, which is funny because they actually just make it for Europe. It's just there. Just everywhere you go has the same formula, but it's just European formula. Have I tried Mexican Coca-Cola? I think so. I don't remember it being super amazing. I think that's just kind of like a myth, or maybe just a folklore sort of thing. I think I've had the Mountain Dew from Mexico, which is made with cane sugar, and honestly, I don't think it's all that different than the beet sugar stuff if you had that. So, and occasionally they bring it back. Pepsi calls it throwback, and it tastes different, which I don't actually think it's better. I think it's just different, and it's not bad. So, like, this is HFCS, which is high fructose corn syrup, or I think they just call it corn syrup now because obviously that's different. No, it's HFCS. And throwback has beet sugar in it. I thought it was cane, but I think Mexico uses cane sugar. It tastes different. They aren't bad.
We will soon be making a brief stop at Kyoto. 5 and 6 are non-reserved cars. The next stop is Shin Osaka.
Interesting.
Limited Express. We look forward to serving you again. Please make sure you have all your belongings.
ご乗車ありがとうございました。終点大阪に着きます。到着お出口右側は5番乗り場です。
The last United Kingdom, the last ladies-only accommodation in British trains was withdrawn in 1977 due to a combination of different train types being introduced and equality legislation which prevented gender-specific provisions. So that's kind of interesting, where you have laws for equality. Apparently, they take out the good and the bad things. Huh, imagine that. Not just always working in your favor depending on what demographic you are. Interesting. As equality goes. Those are really cool. Billboards in Japan that look like they're 3D, but they aren't. I mean, they kind of are because they're in a corner. Ah! Whatever pays the bills. Japan's so fucking ridiculous. Like, it's literally just like one giant city. You literally go everywhere. It's just one giant city. Not really, but pretty much just one giant city. You can just make content. You can just be someone that just goes from hotel to hotel, and you can make like live off of it. That's pretty ridiculous. Scissors. Got fucked. Interesting. I do like Travel Geek. It's a little bit too chill, unfortunately. Puts everyone to sleep. Oh, we're gonna look at the trailers, weren't we? What was the trailers? Mass Effect 5 and Warhammer 40k. Mass Effect 5. Years ago. Secret cutscene. Oh yeah? I mean, that was part of the game. 2 years ago? Has this been out for a while? A year ago. Just today? I haven't actually seen it. I guess this has been out for a while. 2020. January 20th, 2023. I haven't seen it regardless. It doesn't look new. I'll still take a look at it. I know there's a 5th Mass Effect game being made. Makes sense, though. Why wouldn't you print money? I don't remember anything from Mass Effect. Mass Effect, great games, but I don't remember anything that happened. I played the 3rd one on stream, too. And Andromeda. Shepard? Oh, yeah? Oh my god, I remember names. It's one of the games you have to play. Showed us nothing. Okay. 30 seconds of silence. Let's see. Space Marine 2, TGA reveal trailer. Haven't seen any of this. Take a look at this. We'll take a look at the gameplay, which is what it looks like it's new. Skulls showcase gameplay. Let's take a look at the trailer first. Haven't seen the trailer? I've mentioned this before, guys. As far as franchises that have not been done properly, Warhammer, specifically 40K, I think has still plenty of life left in it. It's like much better fucking StarCraft. Much better StarCraft.
Company command! This is 1st platoon! We've lost the square! We can't hold it!
By the way, I'm going to stop here real quick. One of the coolest things is noticing that Imperial Guardsmen are basically the equivalent of Marines today. And then you see Space Marines, which are genetically enhanced humans, which are just ridiculously huge compared to them. Yeah. Fuck off, Tyranids. Hero! Thank you for saving me. Not even a force commander. Nothing's gonna fucking save the Tyranids. Haha. So, as I mentioned, kind of the weird thing is, like, Warhammer games, there have been a ton. there is definitely a cult following, rightfully so. There's a cult following for both Warhammer and 40K, not just for the tabletop, the games. And so many companies have made the games, and they're generally terrible. Like, it's fucking weird how, like, there's so many people that are so invested in making, like, a Warhammer game that they're willing to put their livelihood out there, and they're, like, this basically like fans making games. Like, there aren't many AAA games like Warhammer games. Like, Vermintide is probably one of the most polished versions of Warhammer games. There's a lot of Warhammer games, a lot of them, but most of them are fucking bad. They're so bad. Like Dawn of War. This is what got me into Warhammer in the first place. Is I played Dawn of War in college. I literally stayed up all night long playing it because it was so fucking immersive. I saw nothing like it ever. It just blew my mind, and that's after playing StarCraft. Absolutely blew my mind. I got like there. It's called like a cube or a square. I think it's called a cube. Like your like the little compound slash block I was in for housing, and literally got like my entire friend circle to play Warhammer. It was incredible, absolutely fucking incredible. And Dawn of War 2, they tried to combine Company of Heroes and Dawn of War. Not very good. And the Dawn of War 3 was, they tried something and not really super amazing. Like I said, there's just a lot of Warhammer games, guys, that aren't, just weren't good. It's fucking weird. It is absolutely weird considering what this franchise is and how much lore is involved here. Yeah, even Henry Cavill is going to fucking be in Dawn of War now. Yeah, they're going to make a movie. And if they make a TV series, there's so many books. Like, there's a shitload of fucking lore. There's so many books. Like, the atmosphere is basically already written for it. And, like, they just need to make a game on top of it. Absolutely insane. Let's take a look at this. This is the new thing.
Major Sarkhan, what's your status?
We've lost a lot of men out of heavy rounds, but we're still in the fight.
We're coming to you now.
They're plotting something.
What motive do these creatures have to attack this facility?
These are mere drones.
Then what guides them?
A worthy adversary.
You will
Ultramarines!
Eviscerate this abomination! Delta Wing, report.
The spores collapsed the bridge. There's no way through.
Get into assault position by the bridge.
Let us show them some of Ultima's hospitality!
Come forth and be slaughtered.
If Epic actually... So Epic makes pretty fucking good games, and Doom being one of their most recent... It's Doom. Was it ID Soft? Doom might be ID Soft. Like Doom 3? Or Doom Eternal? Doom Eternal. Is it ID Soft? It is ID Soft. That's not Epic. Epic does Unreal. Like, if they got their hands, like ID Soft got their hands on just like the IP for Warhammer, just imagine Doom 3 mixed with Warhammer. Like, it would actually like have a story behind it and just the insane action of Doom mixed with Warhammer. Yeah. Which is basically what it is. And if you guys are kind of curious, Astartes, if you haven't seen that yet, basically went kind of viral on Twitch at some point. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, but if you haven't seen the Astartes videos, like, it kind of shows you where their fan base. It was created by one guy. Insane. Fucking insane. And it's basically like 5-minute cinematics. And they're all like top notch. And I don't think there's like barely any words spoken in them. And they don't need to. We aren't going to go through the 30 minutes of Astartes. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore. You have to find it on the Game Workshop website because they bought the guy. They probably sent a cease and desist to him. It used to be on YouTube. Insane amount of views, too. Not 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Very, very well done. Make any new ones? I don't think so. I think they just bought him to stop him from making videos. Yeah, like what happened to him? He joined Game Workshop, but then he was done. That's 2 years ago. Yeah, he was releasing like one per year, and they were fucking amazing. But as everyone theorized, basically it was a cease and desist by Game Workshop, and he had a choice of joining them or getting DMCA'd. And I guess he got an offer from them, and he chose to take it, which is fucking weird. Not that he took the offer, but rather that it was, they didn't just let him make fan content. Crazy shit. Anyways, Space Marines, pretty good shit, guys. Looking forward to it. I'll play that. I think I played the first one on stream. The first one, like I said, not super amazing. Like a lot of Warhammer franchise, this looks like it's a lot better polished, but they got something out there. Like that was from Relic. Relic went under, and they got all their IP sold off, and they basically still made a game. Relic used to be the company, big Warhammer company, and then they bit the dust. They ran out of money and bit the dust. And Space Marine was one of the things they're working on, the first one. And another company bought it, and they still finished it. So it's available. It's not super amazing, but it's something. I played it. Anyways, let's take a look at the Reddits here, guys, and then we're going to play the OWs. I think I am going to first take a piss. Dexerto calls Hanzo hitscan. Most people don't even know what hitscan is. Hitscan's a type of hit registration. It has nothing to do with an instantaneous projectile that a lot of people associate it with. It's not a projectile at all. It's a way the game registers damage. Nothing, absolutely nothing. People have misconstrued it into meaning an instant shot weapon. It's not. Be right back, guys. I bet the person... But yeah, probably the person that's correcting them doesn't even know what a hit scan is. And Hanzo has a projectile. But people usually associate hit scan with instant shot weapons. That's not what they are. You could have a projectile weapon with insanely fast velocity. By the way, it's still giving Dexerto clicks in 2023 because they sell. Half of the articles are literally about Reddit posts, yep. People want to know. Complaining about Season 4 balance. To be honest, I think Widow and Hanzo are horrible and they should have their one-shots removed. You can play around Hanzo a lot better than you can play around Widow. Widow, if they're aimbotting or just really fucking good, you're just gonna die. People got Roadhog nerfed before Widowmaker. That's still something, guys. Every time, I remember coming to the Overwatch 2 community, like when Overwatch 2 was launching and people were bitching about Roadhog and got him nerfed. And for some strange reason, no one was complaining about Widow prior to Roadhog getting nerfed. And now after Roadhog's nerfed, they're like, huh, maybe Widow's something. And it's like, what? Like Roadhog, you could always tell. Like when he's about to throw a hook, you get like that heavy breathing. You know he's about to throw one at you. He's like eyeing you up. He's giving you a stink eye. Yeah, like you know when Roadhog is about to throw a hook, and you could probably play around. You could play around it decently well. Widow just kills you. You just die. And that's it. You find out what Widow is at the expense of you possibly getting headshot. And you can still keep that one-shot headshot capabilities and just play around with other aspects like scope speed, rotation too, if they're scoped in rotation, scope in, scope out speed. There's a lot of ways of fucking around with it to the point, you know, like it's risk-reward, playing around the risk-reward formula instead of just nerfing her so she doesn't one-shot anymore. Like, for instance, you make it where someone gets in close to her, she basically dies, then trade-off, right? Or you make it where she can't aim around really fast. Trade-off where she can't make instant snapshots. Trade-offs. Yeah, no way Blizzard is about to allow Pharah to become meta. Pharah's becoming meta? I'm GM2 right now. I played around 12 games today, and at least 7 of them had pharmacy in it. Bringing it to Overwatch, guys. Bringing it to fucking Overwatch. She was not nearly as prevalent when I started playing OW2. Not nearly at all. I've been playing her steady for 8 months at this point. 7 months. Absolute fucking cancer to fight against. Not really. The fact that Pharah could sit in the spawn with the Mercy attached to him and do full damage to people halfway across the map is beyond insane. She has rockets, they have travel time. Widow can do the same thing, only it's instant shot and you die. Yeah, like, it's kind of weird that they're even suggesting having a character that can sit in spawn, firing a projectile from across the map. And Widowmaker can literally do this without someone attached to them. So, yeah. And it's not, I don't think it's one shot. It's one shot on Tracer. Yeah, no, like, we play against a lot of people that can fucking kill me, guys. And I rack up a significant amount of deaths. And I played a significant amount of Pharah. Pretending that Pharah is OP? No. No, and at the very least, when it turns into that shit, you start seeing a Bastion. Like, when someone can't kill you, you'll see, like, Bastions, Torbs, Divas, and really start fucking around with you. Console players right now laughing, no, Pharah's been meta for the last 7 years. Not really, because you get up to high enough level, everyone's using a Zim, and it's basically a fucking aimbot. Last night, guys, this is the first time I've seen this. Last night, we played against 4 Zim players and a PC player. Not even joking. It was 4 Zim players all playing. It was like you can immediately tell when someone's using a gamepad, all playing high aim characters, and it's literally like they all had aimbots. Yeah. So, no. Yeah, you get up high enough on console, you just run into Zim players. And I know that's a thing. People can deny it. That's 100% a thing. People complain about it. If you just type in Zim in Overwatch, for instance, you can find a lot of that. Zim, if you guys don't know, is a keyboard mouse interpreter. It allows you to plug in your keyboard and mouse into a console and get aim assist. Yeah, with keyboard and mouse. So it's not exactly the same as having native support for keyboard and mouse, but it's much better than a gamepad, and you get aim assist. Yeah, no. You can just see the amount of upvotes to comments here. The ratio is just completely whack, which means there's a lot of people disagreeing with that. You can't see downvotes on Twitter, but you can suspect that's a highly controversial post right there from people that don't even play Pharah. And there was that guy who released stats like a week ago of top 500, I think, top 500 players and what class they're playing, and like Pharah's like 7% or 6% or something. It's really low. No, even lower than that. It's like 4. 0.20 finally fixed the EDC bug. Oh my god, that's been a bug for like 3 years. 1.20A. Not out yet. This is still I haven't even upgraded past this. This is the whole fiasco from SoC voltage being too high. This is like 2 weeks ago. Waiting for something more solidified instead of these beta BIOSes that are popping out. If you guys have a new 7000 series chip, either X3D or non-X3D, you just have to make sure your SoC voltage is under 1.3 and you're fine. So, if you're curious about that. So 7950 X3D or 7900 X3D, get a free B650 motherboard. I would not purchase a 7900 X3D. Yep. So 900 X3D isn't even an option. I thought it was going to be if it's going to have X3D on it, but it doesn't. Not an option. They're trying to sell them. I would not recommend that to anyone. Get a 7800 X3D instead. Not even an option. Because most games are going to use more than 6 cores nowadays, so you want at least an 8-core processor, especially if you're going to spend money on it. So, yeah. Throwing a dice roll every time you load up a game, trying to get the right threads and the right cores that are going to use the cache versus frequency. With the 7950 X3D, it basically brute forces it and just puts the game on the X3D cache cores. And there's 8 of them, so it works out. Because I have a 7950 X3D, which works great. I've tried playing. I played it on my... So what I've done, I've played on my X3D, which is the extra V cache. And I've played on the frequency chips. I've played either or, 8 cores either way, on my 7950 X3D, because I can use either side of it, right? Normally I have all my programs set to run on my frequency cores, which are these guys down here. And this is the cache cores. You can still see there's some things going on here. This is because some things are driver level, and you can't really easily move these around. It causes a lot of problems. But this is basically driver level overhead, are these little spikes down here, these little things. That's things I can't really move off of the 8 X3D cache cores. Unfortunately, for some reason, they made the X3D core 0 through 7, which is, that's a thing. But all my stuff runs on my frequency cores down here. And then I put my games on my cache cores, and it keeps things segregated. And which is good. It works out. But if you have a 7900 X3D, basically you have only 6 cores, and that's not enough. It would be great if both sides had cache on them, but they don't. So, yeah. I've tried putting a game on this, and in Overwatch, for instance, not that I'm usually at 600 FPS or 590-ish cap, which is very close to the FPS cap, which works out pretty good. But when I put it onto the frequency cores, I'll probably get about 510 FPS, which is still, more than enough FPS. But you can actually see it's hurting my performance. And 1% and 0.1% are hard to measure because of the way Overwatch handles like when you're playing the game, handles things in the background. Like when you die, it causes a bunch of stuttering, usually due to the replay system. Operating in the background, you go into menus, it'll fuck up your 1% and 0.1% every time you die. So you can't really glean much off of it, but just looking at average FPS numbers, it drops. So it does matter. It 100% matters, and it does matter in Overwatch. For sure. And when I had my 13900K, I was getting about 530 FPS on average. So it's higher than 7900X. It's higher than, 7800X, but not as good as 7800X 3D. And which is one of the reasons I went to 7800X 3D in the first place. The cash just spoke to me, and I was like, I took the hit on reselling a 1300K and just went with it. So, yeah, that should have came out 6 months ago, though. 8 months ago, basically when the original 7800 chips came out in August. It was a long time ago. But Intel is introducing new chips with a giant level 4 cache on it, which will be comparable to the X3D chips, which have a giant level 3 cache. Not quite as fast, but will do very similar things. Be very interesting to see how those turn out. And those are either this fall or next year. And I mentioned when the 5800 X3D chips came out, it was probably going to be about 2 years before Intel had to answer, 2 to 3 years. And that's where we're at now. So I think the 5800 X3D came out in 2021. Summer 2021. Takes a while. Chip manufacturing takes a while. So when something happens that's revolutionary, evolutionary, it takes a while for things to adjust to it. Likelihood of each killer to camp 750 games of tracked data. Ghostface. What? Oh my god, Nemesis has fallen because I haven't been playing. Dude, it actually became a meme when I was playing Dead by Daylight. The Nemesis is always camped. Look how far he's fallen. I stopped playing Dead by Daylight for like 8 months here, guys, and look what happens. Look at this shit. What is this? And this is specific to whatever MMR they are, because TBD has SBMM in it. Skill-based matchmaking. Okay. Let's move along, guys. Time for the dips. No, excuse me, that's a flashback. Time for the OWs, guys. Alrighty. Let's move along, guys. Off to the OWs. Exactly what you guys have been waiting for. As I mentioned last night, our accuracy has felt pretty good, so... I forgot to change my headphones. We will see. How games go tonight. And I do want to start playing Count, since things feel pretty good. The weekend games are always the worst as far as cheating goes, guys, so be prepared. Prepare the anuses. Friday night and Saturday night, and especially Saturday morning, are absolutely terrible for cheating in this game. So all the kids on their weekend is gaming their heart's content. Visiting the sites that they shouldn't.
Taking to the air. When I'm hitting my shots, you can't touch me.
Oh, waste.
The gap. Picked off. Double. Up and away. Blasted. Well deserved. I don't think so.
See how our games go tonight. Like I said last night, we had a lot of cheating going on. The game still felt pretty good. Games felt pretty good regardless. First night I've ever had 4 Zims in the same game. It was definitely pre-made. Console's not good enough for them anymore. So they queue up with their PC friend so they can fuck with PC players. Absolutely incredible. Normally it's the other way. You think like there's going to be more cheating on PC, right? Yeah. High end on console is just Zim users. Maybe there's a gamepad in there somewhere, but
Double kill. I don't think so.
yep.
Welcome to prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Happy Friday Sack, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Start of the cheat weekend. Every other game, guys, it is Monday through Friday. Excuse me, Monday through Thursday. Degenerate Hour is when you get the most cheaters. This is the only game where it's been the weekend. Crazy. Don't play on the weekend. Sunday's kind of alright, but Fridays and Saturdays absolutely terrible.
Greetings. Don't mention it. I'm going in. 4. I got eyes here. 2.
What's going on here? They aren't far enough forward. Probably gonna get sniped immediately. There's Widow. One's actually defending where they should be. What are they even shooting at? Got him though.
Aerial positioning underway. Over there. Concussive out.
No, my shit's not up. That cleanse? Auto cleanse. It's 100% auto cleanse we just saw. That was in response to my concussion missile. I've definitely seen that before. There's no way she could have saw that fucking concussion missile on the way over. Whoop. If you do a pop shot, guys, just hide. 5,000% increase in accuracy whenever someone does a pop shot. Oh. Messed up. Here's the state of my position, guys. Well, that time wasn't, we didn't fire concussion missiles, so it could just be coincidence. Timed it with my missile.
Targeting hostile.
En route. Over there. No one can hide.
Whoop. And didn't make it out.
Returning to battle.
Get the sniper!
Experience. Nano-beacon administered. You dare oppose Olympus? وليهم قوتي. Let's take him to the
Did we make it? We did. For us. Wait. Wait. Yeah, she used a lot of her shit up there, and she's still trying to attack me for some reason. The reason I peeled off was because of the ball. And the ball left, so... Cue ball.
touch the sky.
What the fuck is that? He just killed himself.
Think you can take me? Let's find out.
Whoops. Water is kinda high. Doesn't make sense, but...
Aerial positioning underway.
Oh, the timing. He went after the fucking Zen ran away. That was going for a tank, guys.
I don't stay down.
For the tank.
Increasing altitude. No one can hide from my sight. Eyes on a target.
And headshot.
Let's take him to the underworld.
Good?
Enemy inside.
Good. You good?
Healing fortified.
Yeah. Good. You good?
Shake it off. Establishing aerial position.
C9. Oh! Oh, come on. That bad. Good evening, Unbecoming. Good, good. I just died. Huh. Okay. I I thought it was kind of weird when he first started shooting me. I didn't see the other 3 headshots. Yeah. You know, because eventually a Widow's going to shoot you in the brain. Doesn't really matter what they're doing. They're eventually going to peg you. Ah! Not that kind of peg, chat. Please. Or maybe that kind. I don't know.
Strike from above.
Oh. Much of a choice. Yeah. Next game. I'm gonna look at the post game because we weren't part of that game, so no reason of being there.
Strike from above. When I'm hitting my shots, you can't touch me. On the move.
Double. Triple kill.
Multiple hits confirmed.
Off we go.
Now traveling to prepare for battle. Select.
Remember. Uh-huh. Alrighty.
Strike from above.
Mercy, are you ready to dance and groove?
I never stop.
Wow. She's mine, Lucio. Back off.
Good leadership makes all the
Back
difference.
off, Lucio. I see you, Mercy. I know you're clicking me. No, you're clicking me. Okay. Whoop. That's not where we want to be. And then we just get a headshot. Oh, I think this is a cheater. I definitely played with this guy, I think this morning. Might be multiple cheaters. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys aren't seeing that, it immediately course corrects right as she's about to fire. That's fucking weird. It doesn't even look like a normal flick. May is cheating. Res him? Yeah. All you can do when that happens is say I need healing. That's it. You just looked at me as I died. She needed 10 more health for me to survive. How are you alive? How the fuck was the Anna eating that? What? Holy shit, the Anna just stood there and tanked it. It was like Mercy had her old healing buff. Crazy. She should have died like instantly. Anyways, kill both the healers. Basically a team wipe for them. Good deal. I ducked. Yeah, that's why you point her out. This Mercy's a good sidekick.
Always more to learn. Yes. Sie werden dich nicht kriegen. I am empowered.
And stick grenade. Aimbot grenade. Check. Not sure what that was with Ben the Hammer. It's weird because he's like 100% accurate. So. And Mercy, or not Mercy, is this. May shot us again. She knew exactly where we're coming from? No, she just threw it up. She was looking down here, though. So, pretty sure the McCree's cheating, also pretty sure the May's cheating. The May definitely is cheating. I'm not sure about the McCree.
More to do, more to learn.
Gonna get them, guys. It's Frysat. That'll happen. I never stream morning games. I usually stream like play like a couple hours maybe after I'm done streaming and after I eat and stuff before bed. And Saturday mornings are 100% the worst as far as cheating goes in this game. Absolutely fucking terrible. It's like Saturday morning cartoons for kids.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
May again.
Help me!
Sight. And 2-tap.
Coming off the bench. Establishing area. The objective is now active. On the move.
Okay.
Health restored. Dispersing.
Then might have a distance-based aimbot. He's missing further distance shots.
The skies await.
Didn't even look remotely where it was. Fuck. Let's take a look and see what the group is. That guy's new. Free stack. And Kratos. Tank isn't in the group. That being said, you can just drop groups. If people are cheating, they can just drop the group still. So both the guys I think are cheating are in the group together. The other one is the Mercy, I believe. So, no. Like, this guy doesn't even look remotely like where he's supposed to. He just tries to keep looking the same direction so you don't think that he actually is a wall hack. Like, who just sits here and stares at the same spot while walking forward? Like, his aim stuck.
I look after my own.
Good. Turn off the aimbot? Or are we pushing right now? Kill the man. Not sure how we got the point. We were locked in spawn, and they were insta-killing us.
I don't think so.
Go after your supports.
We're outnumbered. Be advised.
There you go. Yeah, they got angry. I went after their support. Looks like he has a set miss.
Making another approach.
And distance base.
Up and away.
Good. Alright. It's the cheat squad. Take a look at profiles, see what we got going on here. Both these guys were cheating, as well as
Play of the game.
we have a diamond. Good. When do you start cheating, guys? Flat.
That should be in your bonnet.
Oh! Hey, look, guys, I guess he had to change a heart. You know, with that one key on his keyboard right around season 2. Can you see when his villain origin story started? Where is it? Ah! Oh, okay. Oh, he's a GM too. Good for him. Yeah. And that's a pretty obvious aimbot. That's fucking weird. It's exactly at the same moment. It flicks exactly the same moment right before the icicle fires. No. And then McCree is a dumbass. Let's see. Not enough space. There we go. Christ, the fucking May though. Like every time, it wasn't like a normal flick at any point in time. It's that one self-capture were shit. Exactly right before the icicle fires, it always flicks at exactly the same moment, but the player flicks and then it flicks again. Right before the icicle fires. Crazy shit. That is probably one of the most robotic aimbots I've seen. Projectile aimbots I've seen. Rhythmic.
Picked off.
Weird, we've talked about this before, like a dead giveaway. A dead giveaway that someone's cheating is like when they're staring at people through walls. The opposite of that is where people won't even attempt to look around because they're afraid they might look at someone through walls, and that's what we saw with the McCree. Shit. Almost exact opposite of it, where they'll intentionally not look around, just to avoid looking around. Get all types, guys.
Strike from above.
There is always room for improvement. Hello.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Hello. No one's a natural. We all have to put in the work.
Stop interrupting me, Farah.
Press the attack.
3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Almost like Farrah should be on an inspirational poster. Thinking of heals, guys. Or something else hit me, actually. It took 2/3 of my health. I don't think it was a shotgun.
Positioning. Elimination.
No, she wants a revenge kill. Disallowed that. That's probably a group.
This airspace is close.
That's an angle. Got her. Couldn't fucking help yourself, could you? Oh, that's good. There we go.
Greetings. Require assistance at my location.
Konnichiwa.
Breeze right here.
Heads up. Establishing aerial position.
They're below. Nice. And that didn't go where I aimed.
Thank you. Affirmative. Don't mention it. Increasing altitude. Positioning. Eyes here.
Might have killed me or hurt me a lot. No. No. Fuck off, Widow.
Positioning.
get in a limb for that. And he just got head. I don't know why he's angry.
30 seconds remaining.
Don't.
Hold up the defense until
I'm with you.
Up and away.
Probably gonna get some heavy focus now. Oh my god.
Was there any doubt? Justice reigns from a...
Good. I was sitting there to line of sight the fucking McCree. That's funny.
Play of the game.
Good for us.
Under my protection.
Yeah, that was meant for me. That was 100% meant for me. I don't feel bad booping that.
Be purified.
Don't forget to thank your healers. Our healers are pretty good. Ah. This guy cheats, if I remember right. Good for him. I believe we reported him yesterday. People do make burner accounts on the weekend too. It's not uncommon because Blizzard doesn't work on the weekend, so you get even more time before you get banned if you're running an obvious aimbot. Nathan's a top 500 player. I've played with him before. I don't give a shit. AI anti-cheats save us all. Next game. Just join practice range.
Now, and prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Hope you're having a good evening. Happy Fry Set, chat. Good.
Strike from above.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Repositioning. Ooh, I live for this. Hello.
You look familiar. Are you on one?
No! I am Reinhard Wilhelm, the one with the hammer and shield!
But not the loud one.
Kiriko's such a dick. Fuck you, Kiriko.
5, 4, 3.
It's actually pretty amazing not everyone hates Kiriko.
Attackers incoming.
Oh yeah.
Defend objective A.
Aerial positioning underway. I don't think so.
Oh my god, fucking reload.
High power. Increasing altitude.
Fucking Christ. Okay. The very fact that this Genji has not died is insane.
Positioning. Taking off.
Still fucking alive. Absolutely insane. My aim for some reason feels delayed. I don't know what's going on here.
Establishing aerial position.
Meteor strike.
Heroes never die. Hello. I knew it.
Yeah. There we go. Get res now. I have no fucking idea how I can hit him for like the fucking 1 minute that I was just shooting at him. That looks like hit edge misses.
Returning to battle. Repositioning.
Still feels delayed. What the fuck's going on here?
Aerial positioning underway.
Missed. My way of doing that is that I have to have a shift up, or I have to hit him with a concussion missile while he's mid-flight on me, which is incredibly difficult. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a tank. You mean he's a tank? You mean he's a fucking tank? Yeah. Genji might also be cheating, put aside the fucking minute where I couldn't fucking hit him. Oh. Heat off the building. I thought the healer would be able to take care of me.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Returning to battle. Repositioning.
No. McCree's 100% accurate. Definitely cheating. Yeah. McCree's definitely cheating. He arrived late too. Missed the Reinhardt though. But it could also be due to line of sight issues. Got him. Genji I also think is cheating. It looks like his aim aligns to vertical access whenever he uses an ability. Generally what you see with cheating Genjis.
Another approach.
Good. Yeah. Oh, holy fucking shit, that's max distance. It didn't even lock onto me. Yeah, that hit me with the AoE explosion for 65.
Always more to learn.
Because the aimbot grenade is insanely fucking good. Wow. mercy now before she reses.
Excellent teamwork. This round goes swimming. I don't think so.
100% accurate McCree again.
Thanks for the
I'm missing some shots now.
increasing altitude.
Yeah. Can't line of sight him properly because the fucking Doomfist is sitting up there. No. He's also really leggy, you can tell based on how long it takes him to throw his nade before it sticks to me too. McCree's definitely cheating, as is the Genji. Doomfist is just incredibly annoying. The McCree didn't really start missing until like 2/3 of the way through the P2, P3 push. Joe? Don't. He's line of sighting himself and missing shots because reaction time's ass. Good shit. Alrighty, let's see what this is. Like, you can literally tell when someone like shoots the wall constantly. That's because their aim is, their actually reaction time garbage. And this is a plat in silver. Oh, look, he's a GM now. Why we go him? It's still fucking plat and gold. Yeah. 95 games, too. 5. He was probably when he started cheating. Shit. Okay, and the Genji was really fucking on top of things right up until the end. Can't tell. Also started missing, like after P2. Didn't have any problems with anyone else except for him at the beginning of the match. Felt like we're hitting shots that weren't hitting. Obviously, no direct shots. Very, very fucking weird. Until he went back to spawn and they came out and then shots were normal on him. Interesting. Good.
Strike from above.
Welcome to the Fry Sack games, guys.
When I'm hitting my shots, you can't touch me.
Multiple hits confirmed. Blasted.
Miss. I blame Lancy. Pocket me daddy. I think he's the wrong role for that. Or she.
Strike from above.
Reinhardt, answering the recall is not my idea of hanging it up.
I had to show. Otherwise, your life would be far too easy.
And what a shame that would be.
Hello.
Stay sharp.
Hello.
It's harder to keep you alive
Repositioning.
when you're distracted.
Good.
Hello there.
Increasing altitude. I will not waste this opportunity.
4, 3,
Begin the courtship of the Mercy.
attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Got eyes on an enemy.
That's a widow. Fucked up. Huge stutter. A lot of missiles still. Very weird.
Let's show him some air power. En route.
Feels like there's a lot of delay for some reason. Ah.
Affirmative. Significant at your service. Checking in.
Thanks for the assist. Aerial positioning underway.
Oh, Genji. There's something fucking going on with my computer. That's fucking... Definitely got some delay going on here. Yeah, I can't fucking hit direct for shit. Absolutely incredible. There's like a 200 MS between when I'm pulling the fucking trigger and when shit's coming out.
I knew it would count on me.
Everyone, heal up.
Why?
Got eyes on an enemy.
I didn't know you could cancel deflect.
Positioning underway. I see an enemy.
Might as well. I'm about to die, so. Might have been the same start that I think his blade just ended.
Always more to learn.
We're gonna do some tweaking at the end of this, guys. Something fucking feels off my, aim. Something's going on here. He just put all the shurikens into my brain. Only 2 of them.
Making another approach. En route.
weird. That knife was meant for me. Oh my god, fuck up, Hannah.
Messy, but we got it done. Repositioning. Don't give these books to just anyone. I will not waste this opportunity. Justice reigns from above.
Didn't get the... That took fucking forever to kill the Anna. Crazy, again. There's definitely some sort of delay, like, between when I'm pushing the button and when stuff's dying, too, on top of it. Like, we had that happen earlier tonight. It was like 3 matches ago with the stairwell? The Anna in the stairwell. She should have instantly got evaporated, and it took like half my barrage to kill her. Something's going on. Got a user error going on here. Oh, almost. I went through the back window on the left.
All systems
On my right, if I remembered it.
Repositioning.
My ultimate is charging.
No.
Thanks for the assist.
Genji? Good. Good, Mercy. There's a Bob there, too. Oh, that's wonderful.
Returning to battle. Repositioning.
I went back to the med kit to get more health to make up for the fact that does he even know he just fucking died to a direct hit from me? Those are all headshots. Did someone get pissed off and toggle on? No way. Kids would never do that. No. That's the Genji. What the fuck is with his aim?
Ooh, I'm gonna shove them in.
Like trying to flick, but he's hitting nowhere near them, and then just flicks to them. Good. Now, looks like the McCree, not McCree, the soldier toggle. They both same time. You think these guys are in a group together?
Thanks for the upgrade.
Not that we died any faster than if he just shot me normally. So.
Aerial positioning underway.
Both of them are insanely accurate. Pretty sure both of them toggle. Let's check their teams. See if they're grouped. They're on a group. How big is the group?
Keep it tight.
4 stack. So both the DPS toggled on at exactly the same point. Surprise.
My ultimate started.
Like friends do. Missed. Once again, we got decent going on here. Fucking Christ. That was the guy telling me to sit.
Right back at you.
The 4 stack, by the way. As they're both playing hit scan. They were talking about counter picking while playing hit scan to counter me. And it's in a 4 stack. Dude, I love fucking checking groups because hypocrisy is hilarious. People will literally just talk out their fucking asshole. Absolutely talk out their asshole. Just make themselves look better. And the moment you can call them on their shit, absolutely shows. This is a GM. Oh, look, it's a diamond. Oh, I see. Top 500 GM now. Good for him. So this guy's definitely cheating, as is the soldier. They both toggled at about the same point. We weren't really having any issues with the DPS up until it's right about when they're about to cap P2 when we held them at that choke point for a long period of time. The only was it wasn't in the group was a tank too. The tank was throwing fucking knives at me when it's coming around corners outside, like at super long range. Like accurate knives at me at super long range. Them trek through all. This is the guy that was playing Ash, I believe, and we banister teched them, which means they couldn't get the lock-on points to my Gosh. They're playing far at P2, or yeah, P2. They're playing the far end, and I floated above the arch because if they don't get, depending on the kind of aimbot they have, if they don't get a lock on my like chest or my head area, they can't shoot me. Like they can't shoot your legs and torso because they can't aim properly because they're idiots. They're bad players, excuse me. Right guy, yeah. Soldier. And who was the one that wasn't in the group? It wasn't. Let's see if it was the tank too. Let's see. Tank was also cheating. Very, very weird. It's not normal to get tanks that cheat, guys. You occasionally run into them. You occasionally run into them. But they usually, if they do cheat, they usually play Zarya. Because obviously the aimbot matters the most in Zarya, and it's incredibly powerful. Occasionally you'll see them on other tanks. We've seen every tank cheat. We've seen Winston's cheat, where his laser's just 100% accurate all the time. He just jumps through the air, constantly shooting you with his railgun beam. We've seen Doomfist cheat. By the way, Doomfist's Gauntlet does a shitload of damage if he fucking shoots you in the brain, which is very difficult to do because of the lead time on it. Who's the other guy? Was the Kiriko? Anna. She did shoot me a bit at the end, but that wasn't anything else ordinary. Don't know. Forget to thank your healers! Boop, boop. Both of them were pretty good. Mercy tried to keep me alive. There's something going on with my fucking aim, guys. I couldn't hit shit. Absolutely could not hit shit. Not just this game. There's also that game with that Genji in it too. There's some. All right. Try changing some stuff. I have to take a piss too. But let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Gonna give my computer a restart here real quick too. All right. Well, we're back, guys. We're gonna do some tweaking stuff. Once again. And restart it. Huh. Well, that's something. My computer just booted into a black screen. What? Is this booting? No way. Maybe. No, 'cause my sound card's on. On here. Huh. What did you gotta do? What? Hmm. Why is it not booting into Windows? Black screen. Anything. Memory issue again? My memory even less stable than it was? Oh. Well. I can hear a fan in my headphones too. It looks like it's about to go into Windows and then just turns into a black screen. Shit, guys. Hey. Hey, Sanjo. So, all I did was reboot. Really have a. I mean, my computer's had some weird issues, but it hasn't been like I thought that was a me thing. Error options, troubleshoot. There's so many things it could be. No safe mode anymore? You guys aren't really missing out on much here. It's just a black screen. I wish I could show you guys the boot screen. You can't do that. AMD video cards you can. NVIDIA you can't. Mode. Let's see if it goes into safe mode. Probably be a good indicator whether or not it's a hardware issue or not. Does? Oh, you got safe mode. Oh, can't see safe mode. Let's see. And administrator SFC scan now. Take that long because I have an NVMe drive. DISM command. DSM. DISM online cleanup image check health. Not online. Corrupt files and successfully repaired them. Why are they corrupt, though? Those. And then maybe it's my memory. Maybe my memory is not completely stable. I've had problems with my memory becoming stable, which is why I'm actually running at a downclock speed, but I thought they worked. Sometimes if your memory you think is stable and it's not stable, it'll slowly like eat away at your computer until it does shit like this. And I thought I was stable. That has something to do with my 7900 X3D, 750 X3D, because I can't get my memory stable at the correct frequency. Turned it down a little bit just now too in the background. Well, there's this. I guess this explains a little bit of something, right? There's this. You guys can stare at the nothing screen. There you go. This is what I'm looking at. All those windows. Black screen. I don't know how to get safe mode to show up. It does when you, like, it fails to boot a couple times. Most of the time, to get safe mode to work, you have to be in Windows, which is convoluted, because it doesn't work properly. Think of checking the event viewer. I don't know if you can. Windows safe mode, there's some things you need that you can't access in safe mode because Microsoft is dumb. But not supported. Power cable pushed all the way? Funny, I can hear my fan sound. Good audio clarity. No, what was it called? Audio noise clarity. It's not. That means my motherboard is shit audio. If I can hear my fan spinning in my headset, that's not good. Or is poor grounding. It's not giving my... I might just have to interrupt it normally. interrupt it normally. My computer takes forever to boot because of the weird ass issues with 7000 series motherboards, memory timing issues. Fun, guys! I just intended to reboot my computer, and here we are. You know, troubleshooting session. And the weird thing about this is, like, it's registering that my computer is booting properly, because it gets the Windows screen, and then it just... Maybe I can try, No, it's definitely not... Because the safe mode's working. Options, troubleshoot, advanced options, startup, yes. Yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, I'm gonna reboot my. It felt kind of weird. It felt like I had a bunch of delay. I'm like, I'm gonna reboot my computer and try to fix it. And here we go. Something's going on here, though. I think it was memory corrupting files, SFC found files. You can't trust shit in safe mode, though. It doesn't always work properly. Like, there's dependencies that are missing when you're in safe mode, and sometimes things don't work. Help you. Defender option. For some reason, Defender wasn't starting properly either. Swear to God, guys, sometimes it feels like I have a virus on my computer, but nothing's showing up. Does it take it out and put it back in? Yeah. Like, so I'm in safe mode right now. You guys can't see it. But, so the video card's working. And it could be, obviously, if the video card's failing a little bit, it's going to, it won't work in 3D. So, like, safe mode will work, and then sometimes your main PC won't work. That's why I checked the connector right away. I thought it might be drawing too much power. And the things that I just changed, I moved my video card. You guys remember when I was going to go to Windows 10? And then I moved the NVMe drive to my computer, and that's changed recently. Did not find any integrity violations. Online. Fast. Check event viewer. Here sometimes tells you stuff. Oftentimes it doesn't. It doesn't tell you shit. Shadow copy service, 3:29 a.m. Following application attempted to veto shutdown Steam.exe. What? Nine is when I rebooted. LSM service. Lot errors. The fuck is this? Server did not register. What is the fucking server? Random key. Rebooting again. Huh. Well, I guess this is the Overwatch stream, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. I think this is video card related. I'd have to do a DDU in safe mode. I don't know, like, what would be causing in the first place? I guess maybe corruption? Like, it acts like it's going to boot, and then it just hangs after the Windows logo. It's a black screen. And the hard drive's still doing shit. Just the screen's black. I have no idea. I didn't change anything since the last time I booted. I rebooted like yesterday, too. Did I install any new drivers? I changed my video card or my sound card and my hard drive around, my MVB drive. That was like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, though. That was a while ago. Very intense. I know. Well, it's what I am seeing, so. Welcome to my world, Buttercup. I just booted. I just booted. I unplugged 2 of the monitors and it booted now. Why? What does that mean? Why did that happen? Really snappy. Bitch, you fucking removed my program. Fuck you, Defender. Oh, this might be this might be a concern. I'm gonna remove it for you. Tee. Maybe I wanted it there. Fuck. Yep. Unquarantine. Or why I don't want you around, Defender. Yeah. Well, no, I can't show you guys again. Makes me wonder if I have a bad cable. Oh, I plugged it in and locked up my computer. What? Plugged it in my monitors and locked up my computer. Try booting again. Now, which monitor is it, guys? Guessing it's my left one. I don't know why. I mean, it literally worked, and then I rebooted my computer and it stopped. Maybe the cable? Cable, maybe? That cable's going in the garbage if it's a cable. By the way, your cables can go bad and or just not function properly anymore. It does happen. It's fucking weird. It doesn't make sense, but it does happen. Like your Ethernet cables and shit. You know, obviously people can step on them, but like the monitor cable just hooked up between the monitor and the computer. It's not doing anything. Not booting anymore. See if I have another DisplayPort cable. I have one here somewhere. Weird issues that can be caused by cables, guys. You don't realize it. If you have a high refresh rate monitor, they require very their cables really like the specifications made for it. Like they don't get better, right? The bits don't get better, but if your cable doesn't have a certain amount of shielding on it, it'll actually make the signal degrade. And you can have it booted. You can have noise on a digital cable. It's entirely possible. It's just it manifests itself in different ways. I think I have a bad cable. Let's see if the capture card's showing up. Bad cable. Try it one more time and see if it freezes. Yep, it did. My left monitor. Try a different cable. Maybe the monitor just went bad. Okay, reboot. Huh. So my capture card's fine. My main PC monitor is fine. But my extended monitor on the side is not working. Fucking weird shit, guys. I thought it was going to be my main monitor because my main monitor has some weird issues on occasion. It's one of the reasons I want a new monitor. But if it's my auxiliary, I mean, I've owned this, my VG248Q. You know, the first 144 hertz monitor, like the OG. Had it for almost a decade. Put it up. Oh, it's not turned on. Monitor die? Hello? Turn it on, the ASUS screen pops up. Even if no signal, the menu should still pop up. Monitor might have just died, guys. Weird. Click. Even if it's not getting a signal, I should be able to access the monitor menu. Oh, it caused my main PC to lock up now. Think my monitor bit the dust, guys. I think, yeah. So I rebooted my computer. I said my monitor feels funny, my mouse feels funny. I had a bunch of input delay. Rebooted my computer, went to a black screen, and we've been here for the last 45 minutes troubleshooting this, and I'm pretty sure my VG248Q just died. Yep. I've had it for almost a decade. It just croaked its last. When did VJ240Qs come out? Let's see. Quick history lesson here, guys. Two 2013, 10 years ago. February 2013, guys. It lasted me 10 years. By VG24. Actually, I mean, it's not dead yet. Let's find out. Give it a reboot. I mentioned before there's this weird thing going on with the finish on it, too. Let's see if I can take a picture of it. I deglossed it years ago because I fucking love glossy screens. Here, if you guys want to see something weird, there are these like raised indentations that appeared on the screen. Good 10 years, yeah. Putting aside, putting aside the dust, take a look at that. So if you can see on there, there are like these lines, like these vertical or horizontal lines going down it. I don't know where they came from. They happened after a LAN party out of nowhere. No idea. It's like the monitor absorbed water or something. They streak down like that. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is a picture of the monitor itself. Obviously a reflection on the monitor. That happened probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago. One of the reasons I didn't sell it because I couldn't sell it. Well, good time to get another monitor. As I mentioned before, I've been waiting for a new monitor, so I do think I have an LCD screen sitting around here somewhere. Another one. Yeah, it's not booting. Tried the other display port. And try the other jack. Try the warranty. I mean, I deglossed it. If you guys don't know what deglossing is, there's a matte screen that's over the top of your panels that has an anti-reflective layer on it. You can pull it off. It takes a lot of work. You have to basically soak the monitor with towels. You can basically pull off the matte screen off your monitor. Yeah. It's a very intense procedure, but it can be done. So you can basically have a glossy screen if you want it. Obviously, you lose the anti-scratch coating on it, and there can be some issues, but if you do it right, it actually just gives you a glossy screen, which is pretty cool. I haven't had the balls to do it since then, though, so. I just remember going from my old monitor to my new one, and I was like, God, I really want a fucking glossy monitor. And I did it. Still locking up when I get to the boot screen. You know what I could do, guys, just to make sure that it's actually the monitor? I could plug it into my laptop and see if it locks up my laptop. So I tried just moving it to the other. I have, because I have a 4090, I have a couple display ports on it. Just move it to the other one. It still does the same thing. Oh, huh. I unplugged the monitor and the computer finished booting. What the fuck? So having the monitor plugged in causes the the computer to not to like lock up temporarily, or the video card to lock up. That's weird. I just unplugged it and finished booting. Did I let it go? No. It's not dead. It'll be here for another decade. Like my Twitch channel with no one in it. My laptop only has HDMI and USB-C, which could be used as HDMI or DisplayPort. Oh, let's try HDMI then. Not dead, Jim. Okay. And laptop. Ah, it turned on. That's an HDMI. See, it's not dead yet. You're a liar. You just wanted me to kill my monitor. It works on HDMI. Except, I guess, I have an HDMI jack, which is on my internal video card, I guess? So I have an HDMI. Can you go to DisplayPort to HDMI or HDMI to DisplayPort? HDMI to DisplayPort. I might even have an adapter for it. It goes one direction. You can easily go from one to the other. I don't think you can go back the other way, though. Yeah, I think you can go from DisplayPort to HDMI, but not HDMI to DisplayPort. Hmm. The... See, it still lives. It still lives. The weird thing is I don't think I can access the menu on it anymore. It's the only one the screen's actually on. That'd be kind of weird. I can get into the menu. I don't know why I can't access the menu unless I'm actually, like, the screen's on. Hmm. Trying, guys. It still lives. Maybe it just can't do... Sometimes there's weird bugs, too. Maybe I have to do a display... that works. Still can't show you guys my screen. The HDMI works. Oh. Didn't lock up this time. Hmm. Checking this. This is more entertaining, guys, than watching me play Overwatch. So, should do it more often. Just break my, even break, have my screen stop working. Yeah, like it. Input select display port. Not active. Where did DVI go? It's DVI to HDMI, isn't it? As an adapter. Yeah, that was the one with the little adapter. It's still HDMI. Display port, I think, needs a special adapter. Still technically working. It's just that the display port died. There's a first time for everything. I don't think there's one more thing I can do. Let's try deleting the EID configuration. It's been a wonderful troubleshooting experience with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I do enjoy making custom content for you guys. my device manager. Where the fuck did you go? Find my computer anymore. Moves my icons around on my desktop. Why would it do this? Right. Let's see. What's it called? Who are you? All right. A lot of entries here for some reason. There shouldn't be. Try this real quick. Good. Well, HDMI works. Who's that? Worst comes to worst, I just have to get a DisplayPort to HDMI adapter. Good. Play isn't active. Like the weird thing is I can't access the menu when HDMI is not plugged in. Should be able to access the menu no matter what. And it doesn't allow me to switch between anything other than HDMI. I guess I got tired of running at 120 hertz, guys. Do I have an adapter? I think I do. I don't think I do, guys. I think I originally had. Sounds around, bitch. It was an HDMI to DVI. I don't think I ever had a DisplayPort to HDMI because your computer always usually comes with DisplayPort and HDMI. Re-added all the fucking profiles again. I mean, now it doesn't even lock up the computer. The monitor won't even switch to DisplayPort. Monitor knows something's wrong. Need to get an adapter. I think it only goes one direction though. DisplayPort can go to HDMI, but HDMI cannot go to DisplayPort easily. Maybe I do have one somewhere. It definitely looks familiar. Okay, well, whatever, guys. It's a good place to end the stream, I guess. I'll have this fixed for tomorrow, I suppose. Yep, I guess we're going to get out of here, guys. If you enjoyed the tech stream, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed things, guys, make sure to follow in the top right-hand corner, especially if you like the tech stream, the tech diagnostics here, where my monitor basically lost his DisplayPort. It lost its DisplayPort virginity. That means it no longer can use its DisplayPort. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to work, but apparently after 10 years, guys, the DisplayPort on my VG248QE finally bit the dust. 10 years later. That's a good run. That's a pretty good run. So, yeah. I guess. I don't know if that has anything to do with the weird issues I've been having in Overwatch, but maybe it does. I'm not sure. It literally stopped my computer from working until I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, when I not just plugged it back in, I just unplugged it and my computer started working again. So, I don't know, guys. I'm out here for seeing you guys. If you're new to the stream and you enjoyed things, make sure to follow in the top right-hand corner. I stream every day from evening to late night, GMT-6, 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 1 to 2 a.m., give or take. Depends on my life, what's happening, etc., guys. I'm out here for seeing you guys. Tomorrow will be more of the OW2s, but yeah. This is kind of disheartening. I guess maybe not. This might have been some of my problems, like a festering problem that's been slowly happening. Having issues, just like having a weird cable, having weird issues with your monitors can manifest themselves in all sorts of different ways. So, I guess it's just one less thing I have to worry about. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm out here for the scene, guys. Thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Friday night and Saturday morning. Have a good day, guys.